Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy SBX coming to you once again with another video. And this time I want to talk about, why LGBT are putting a lot of gay subliminal type of propaganda towards kids' television shows. Now, we've seen it on, not just particularly on, like, characters that look gay, but it's like they're slowly trying to show this to children's television. Like, we kind of had realized that Ernie and Bert were gay, which is pretty fucking obvious. And now it's kind of like Arthur pretty much kind of like gave the fucking idea of having Mr. Ratburn, who is Arthur's third grade teacher. If you don't know the show Arthur, or if you watch the show, I'm sure some of my 90s and early 2000s kids pretty much watched the show. And Mr. Ratburn is known for being one of the hardest teachers to deal with, getting motherfuckers homework all the time and studying, doing like crazy ass pop quiz and whatnot. So, there are some moments where you kind of got to know Mr. Ratburn based on his personal life, But what I mean is now, like, we all know his true other personal side. So what you saw on the picture, which is the thumbnail, and also on the clip of the video picture, you saw that Mr. Ratburn is pretty much getting married by a man. So, to me, I'm like, damn, I've never watched the episode until now, like, it kind of got me a little suspect on why Mr. Ratburn ain't got no pussy, if he ain't, it makes sense though, some people didn't think about it, some people do. Now, we was more suspect when SpongeBob was looking all gay and shit, well, for me, and Snagglepuss, like, those niggas look like they, like, real obvious homos. But, to me, what I want to say is that I don't have a problem with LGBT trying to push a movement, but what I do have a problem is, it's like they're forcing it down on the wrong things, like on sports, like on kids' television shows, like Sesame Street, Arthur, and I forgot this other show on Cartoon Network. I don't even watch Cartoon Network no more. But I saw that they had some gay couples on I think it's Nickelodeon, I think. That's what it was. A Nickelodeon show, I don't remember what it's called, but they had one black kid whose adopted parents were gay, So, what I'm saying really is that it isn't really a good idea, per se, to, in my opinion, to show homosexuals, like just gay men and gay women on television. Now, I can understand if they can put it on TV 14 or maybe an adult cartoon, like maybe Adult Swim or something like that. That's not a problem. But on kids, that's another story. I just wish that, kids can find out things pretty well without watching cartoons. Now, if they was involved with these things, then they can understand the true life about it. But sometimes there's a mixture between just having a pure relationship and, well, I don't want to say pure, but a heterosexual relationship versus a homosexual relationship. What I really want to say is that, it was surprising that the Arthur episode pretty much made Mr. Ratburn pretty much, how can I say, came out of the closet with that and said, like, look, he getting married to a dude, he dancing with a dude and all that, But it's kind of weird that, in my opinion, they're gonna put it on Arthur, and Arthur been on this show for like a good couple of years, like since the late 90s, you know. And I'm surprised that show still goes on, you know. And by the way how Arthur's looking right now, that shit is getting cornier and cornier and cornier. Either that's just me saying it because I'm an old head, or I just know based on just loving cartoons, or just, you know, Mark Brown is just on some bullshit. So anyways, PBS really kind of like allowed that shit to happen to promote some LGBT type shit. Now I know LGBT is gonna be like, okay, yay, we're gonna have some more gay people in cartoons now, which they want something that relates to them. So, in other words, again, like I said, don't need to be biased about it, but I don't think that it should be on children's television, because children don't need to know about gay marriage, a man and a man, a woman and a woman, or transsexuals, you know, anything like that. I think that that's something that they have to find out on their own in life when they grow up, you know, because when you're a kid, you're surrounded by kid things, and then when you get to be a teenager, you get to be around teenage things, you know, teenage problems, teenage music, teenage TV shows, and then the same thing applies to being an adult. So I think it's always based on every stage of life, where if you're a baby, you watch baby things. If you're a child, a little boy, a little girl, you do watch little boys and little girls TV shows. And as far as being a teenager, you watch teenage shows, and then once you be an adult and an old man, you watch whatever adults watch, and at any age. So it's like, in other words, I feel like it's not very smart on LGBT and also the writers' part, but we in a generation where everything is like dumbed down and gay down. But I can't say that gay people had, like, I don't want to contradict, but I mean, there are some things have to do with gay people, and there's some things that don't have anything to do with gay people. But like I said, I have nothing against gay people at all. I have no type of animosity towards gay people. I mean, like I said, gay people have the right to marry, fuck, sleep, suck, lick, or whoever they're going to be with. Another man, another woman, kiss another man, kiss another woman, or bisexual. They want to change their sex, that's fine too. But I just think it's not right where you put it on cartoons for kids, you know. Like, put Ernie and Bert gay, and we already know that Ernie and Bert was gay from the beginning. And sometimes we gotta question how suspect SpongeBob and Snagglepuss and some other gay cartoon characters that never had an episode that they was with another chick or whatever, so they just making it seem as if they are gay. So it's kind of like a subliminal way of saying, look, this character is meant to be gay. But if they were like, okay, if they were gay on the low, okay, you might get away from it. But he was just gay to the point where, okay, yeah, I'm going to show, like, SpongeBob is going to be sleeping with Patrick or another man or something like that on the episode or whatnot. But yeah, it's going to really affect a lot of the viewers, especially the adults or the homophobic people and the Christians, the Catholics, or whatever religious background. So to me, people want things like the old traditional way of life, of marriage, which that's understandable too. So like I said, this is very bizarre to see Arthur on an episode where Mr. Ratburn is actually gay, and you know, some kids are just looking at it as like they're fucking like in denial about, you know, Mr. Ratburn being gay. They just too busy trying to find out like, oh, okay, well, it's no big deal. We're just gonna eat some fucking cake and move on. I thought that this other bitch was Mr. Ratburn's wife, but the moral of the story is Mr. Ratburn really was, trapped in a closet for too fucking long. So that's also another statement for showing it for kids if they not known, or also, I guess, to piss off the homophobes and religious people. So anyways, folks, we're going to have to wrap this up. Please leave your comments in the comment sections below how you feel about this topic. And make sure you like and hit that bell icon and subscribe to my channel. Until then, folks, SBX wrapping this up. Thanks for watching. Peace out.